Welcome to the Add a Production page. When you first log in, you're going to see your dashboard on the side here. In order to add a new production, which is any sort of performance, it's the run of your performances, so it's your show, be it a play or a musical. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the Productions tab, and so let's get off of here. What you're probably going to see when you log in is your dashboard. You're going to scroll down to your productions, and you're going to see All Productions and Add New Productions. If you click on All Productions, what you're going to see is every single production you have implemented from here. You can add a new production, and that will add new. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Show Title Goes Here. And this is your production that's placed just so you kind of get a feel for how everything is set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Edit Production, and this window is going to open up. Now, this window will be blank. The name of your production of your musical or your play goes in here. And what you're going to see is when this changes, your show title comes here. Below that, we have information for your show. So here is your synopsis of your play. And then if you want to do any special headers that you want to call out, we have a copy and paste this text for headers. So that will call it out in a different color and a different font than your standard body copy. So once again, all of your show information goes here. If you want to do any sort of header information to call out a header, you have the information that you can copy and paste. On this side of the page here, what we have are production details. Your window may be closed, it may be opened. If your window or if your arrow points down, you have the opportunity to open that up, and vice versa, just to kind of clear some space. But production details is what we're going to be paying attention to. This is the opening date of your show and the close date. So when you click in this area here, you're going to have the opportunity to go through your calendar and select the date of your show. Then you want to hit your close date. Same thing. Click through your calendar, select your close date, and you are all set. Below that, we have our venue. Your venue will be listed in here. Just select your venue. You're good to go. And then your season. The native seasons tend to run September to October through the following year. So we're still in 2013, 2014 of this year, so we have that selected. And then we have an area here for above the title. So this will actually happen when we select how the page is going to look. You'll see where this is. But if you have anything that you want to be presented by or anything that you want to have above the title of your show, you can place that here. And then we're going to count the number of performances. And it's just an up or down click, or you can put your number in there. Pretty easy. We're going to scroll down your production page just a little bit. And we have an area called a photo gallery. We'll kind of come back to this in a little bit, but if you want to upload photos, there's an area in here where you can do so. Most of the time when you get here, it's just going to say select or upload images. So if you have production photos, if you have rehearsal photos or show photos that you want to put up in there, you can. Now when you click on that, you're going to see a media library, and this is all of the photos that have been uploaded by everybody. You can select whichever ones you want. We're going for a production image, and we'll see here that it shows up here, placeholder production. We're going to select that, and that's going to show up here. And if you want to do any sort of photo gallery, it's 800 pixels wide by 400 pixels tall at 72 dpi. And you can upload multiples if you want to. We have just one for right now. Below that, we have production credits. So you're directed by, produced by, choreography, scenic design, any sort of production credits you want to put in your show, you have the opportunity to do in production credits. Below that, we have ticketing. This box right here is where you can place your URL for your purchasing tickets. If it's brown paper tickets, or if there is a page on your website, you can put this right in here. Just make sure that you put the http://www. That's very important to have in there. Otherwise, it won't link to the proper page. What's also an interesting feature in your productions is you can have an on-sale date. So if your show doesn't go up until December, and you decide that you don't want tickets to go on sale until December 1st, you can select that, and the Buy Now option will not show up until December 1st, and you can even state the time. All times are set in military time, so anything past 12 p.m. becomes 14, 15, 16, and so on. But you can choose your on-sale ticket date right there. And then if some of you may have a subscription show, if you want to go ahead and link that, you can select that as well. Below that, we have an area here for sponsor information. So if you have a sponsor for your play, you can highlight there. You can also do the same thing where you can select Add Media, and it will go ahead and allow you to add your media. If you want to do that, you can select something that already exists, or you can go to Upload Files right here and drop your logo anywhere here. It will go ahead and format it for you. We have an area down here that is a featured on homepage slideshow. This is currently deactivated on our system, so you can go ahead and leave this blank. Next to that, we have a featured image over in this area here. Your featured image will show up on your page as the main logo for your show. It is also the image that is chosen for the timeline on the calendar options. So you want to go ahead and put that up there as well. And that will automatically resize for you, so you don't have to worry about that so much. The last thing that we want to talk about in the productions page is our page appearance. And here's where you can modify each of your productions in kind. We have a few different options here. We have basic. If we're going to go ahead and select basic, what we're going to look like here is, here's our logo. Here is that above the title. So we have presented by First United Methodist Church. The title of your show. All of your production information goes here. Your run of the show, the theater itself, and where they can buy tickets. And then here is where you would have that header for your information, and then your synopsis of your show would go here. Next up, if we go back to our production page, you have an option for basic with event list. Your event list is what shows up on all of the sidebars for your upcoming shows, and we're going to get to that in just a little bit. But if you select basic with event list, what you see when you get to your page is each of the shows that you have listed. It's put under upcoming performances. It is the date of the show, the time, and the link to buy tickets. So if you have 4 or 5 shows, they will all highlight 4 or 5 shows under here chronologically. Now if we go back to our edit production page again, we also have the option of basic with a calendar. What our basic with a calendar does is when you get to your production page, we're going to scroll up to the top. Again, we have our image, our title, our information about the show, and if we scroll down, it has the calendar of when your show is going up. So we will have your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it shows your calendar. By default, I have everything set up for upcoming performances as a list, so it highlights everything chronologically for your shows. But again, you have the option to do whatever you would like on this point. Then we have, under our page appearance, page layout, we have a slow computer, so we're going to wait for that for a little bit. We have photo gallery. If you choose photo gallery, you have an option to go over here to our tab. While we wait for our slow computer again, please bear with me. We click on our photo gallery tab up here. Apologize for the wait. There we are. That production image that we uploaded earlier that was 800 pixels by 400 pixels is in this area. If you upload more than one photo, it will go ahead and scroll through multiple photos and kind of rotate those images. So you have a couple of different options. The last option that is available to you, if we go back to our production page, there is a background image. And it'll tell you can upload a single image, again, approximately 1500 pixels wide. If you decide to select or upload an image, it again will take you to your media gallery where you can select an image or you can upload it. If you do so, what you're going to see is a background image behind here. Now, the downside of that background image is that sometimes your text is a little difficult to read. So it's just an option that's available to you. If you have an image that is a little bit lighter, you're able to go ahead and do that. So we're going to go back to our edit production page for our final step. Once we get there, after we wait once again for our slow computer, and we're still waiting for it. Yep, still waiting. Once we're on our edit production page, we can scroll up Now what we want to do is under our Publish section, you want to click the Update button. Once the Update button is clicked, it makes your page live. So your production is now live. There is one final step. Once the production page is live, the webmaster at NEDIF needs to be notified so it can be added to the main menu. That is something that all theaters do not have access to. There just wasn't a way to dictate how that works. So once your production page is created, either email webmaster@nedif.com and let us know, or yeah, I think that's really about it. Email webmaster@nedif.org, webmaster@nedif.org, and we will go ahead and add that to your main menu. So that's the tutorial on editing productions. If you are ready, go ahead and click over on the Edit Events video and watch that one.